It's your boy Greenruff here, back with another video, and today I got special video, guys. Man, today we're back with another discussing video. Now, you guys already know the business, bro. Like, if I feel like I have something to talk about the game, or I'm kind of just thinking about the game, I'm gonna make a discussion about it because I like to talk about it, and I like to hear you guys' opinions about stuff. Just hear you guys' perspective. It's just super fun to me. I really love it, and I know you guys love it. You guys always, in the comment section, always telling me that you guys love these type of videos. So I'm like, I might as well keep making them. You guys love it. So yeah. So today's video is going to be about the Tag GT. Now, the title is going to be something like my biggest problem with GT, or something around that line, something like that. So let me talk about my reason why. Like, let me just do my spill, and then you guys can just understand where I'm coming from. Now, my biggest problem with GT is like, well, you guys were like, well, GT needs the love. GT needs to be one of the top dogs, because they was a top dog at one point. They had when they released Super Baby, they released the double Super Saiyan 4s. That was pretty much their strongest, like I guess just their strongest era, I believe you can say, in a sense. That was like the strongest time they was actually dominant. And then they try to bring GT back again in the second ante with Omega Shenron and full power Super Saiyan for Goku, which didn't even work out. So a lot of people's like, bro, like, GT needs to come back, And I'm like, well, okay, I see that. I can see that point. And people are like, well, and I'm like, okay, so how are you gonna make GT good? And people gonna be like, well, I think we should like the devs should Zenkai the old GT units, right? Zenkai some of them, like, just imagine like Regen, or how all the other teams are getting Zenkais. They should get some Zenkais as well. So start them out with Zenkais, and then as the months go by, release some new GT units, and then you can bring them out as one of the good teams in the meta, right? So I'm like, okay, makes sense. That's what they did with all the other teams, right? So they should do the same thing with GT. Now, the reason why GT is kind of a special case, because GT is based off the show, right? It's based off a different show, like a show from Dragon Ball. It's Dragon Ball GT, like Dragon Ball Z. It's from a show, so that means that is a lot more broader of a tag, in a sense where you can have different things, or you can have androids on the team. You can have Goku on the same team as the Android Super 17, Super Saiyan 4 Goku. You could have Baby on that team, and that's a really interesting team that you have. Like, whereas other tags are like Saiyans, they're not from a show. It's from just like their traits. Like Regen has like Piccolo, Cell, LOE is with Frieza and Cooler and all that. GT is a lot more broad of a tag. Now, it can work in their favor, and it could be also a problem. Now, in the sense is, I have these 4 characters up here that I kind of want to talk about, and why I feel like GT's biggest problem is going to be. And that's going to be because these 4 characters right here, if they do get a Zenkai, and this is, I'm only talking about like if they get, like, the old units get Zenkai. That's all I'm talking about. The Zenkai, if they get a Zenkai, their tags besides GT is going to be better. They're going to be better on their other tags besides GT. So now, let me break down these examples, these 4 units right here. So we're gonna start out with Super 17, right? Super 17, Arab. I'm gonna start with him because we know that in the V-Jump scans that he is going to get a Zenkai soon. So a lot of people are hyped about him. I believe that he's going to buff green GT units. So I think there's only really, what, 3 GT units. This kid Goku, this small Goku right here, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku himself, and then baby Vegeta. So that's cool. Okay, they're trying to make it for green GT units. Okay, but I just feel like his best team isn't going to be GT. Even if you Zenkai him, his best team is going to be this team right here. Androids. You're going to pair him up with 18, the top 2 unit in the game. You can pair him up with 21, which is a very good blue unit. You can pair him up with this Cell, which is probably one of the best non-Zenkai units in the game. Non-Zenkai units in the game. Ridiculous. Then you can pair him up with this 16, because this 16 can also Zenkai boost him, because in this this 16 right here, his Zenkai ability is for green androids, and Super 17 is a green android. So in a sense, Super 17 can get double Zenkai buff, and he's paired up with the top 2 unit in the game. A really good, one of the best non-Zenkais in the game right here. And then one of the best free-to-play units, Zenkai free-to-play units we have in the game as well. So this team looks a lot more optimal for him than the GT tag. Like, when do you guys put Super 17 on the Androids tag, then the GT? So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just one example right there. His best team would be GT, because you're pairing him up with all these other good, strong units from Androids. Like, why would you put him on the GT team when this team is going to be even better if you have him here? And he's going to be such a tank with the double Zenkai, and just pairing up with all these other strong other units on this team. This is going to be his better team. So that's case one for Super 17. Now we can go to Super Saiyan 4 Goku. Now, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, people might be thinking about, oh, he might be on the Saiyans team. Well, you're right, but that's not who I'm talking about. That's not the tag I'm talking about that he's going to be his best in. If you look at his Z ability is GT and Sun Family. Now, you guys know where I'm going to go with this. We're going to go to the tag Sun Family. And we're going to go to the tag Sun Family. And who is the best unit in the game? Yeah, Gohan, right? This guy is a purple unit, so what's the color counter? It's gonna be yellow, right? If you have this Gohan on the team, he's not gonna be scared of no yellows at all, because he's the strongest character in the game. So he's gonna counter all the yellows. This guy's a purple, and he's Z ability buffs Sun Family, which is the biggest problem about Sun Family, is that there's Zenkai units, Super Saiyan, this Goku right here, Namku right here, and the LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Where is he at? Right here. All their Z abilities buff Saiyans. Now with this guy, his Z ability buff Sun Fam, so that's going to help with this Gohan as well. And not only that, this guy can get triple Zenkai buff if he gets a Zenkai. If he gets a Zenkai, he can get Zenkai buff by this guy right here and by the Scout of Vegeta. But you're not going to most likely put Scout of Vegeta on this like Sun Family team, but you can put the Super Saiyan 3 Goku on him with him to get that double Zenkai buff, just like Super 17. He's going to be really tanky, hit a lot harder. He's going to be paired up with the strongest character in the game right here. Then you're going to have Namku on the team. You're going to have the LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then for your yellow unit, you can have Kid Ku right here. Or you can even have this Goten right here. Really, both of them are great supports on the team. So, like, again, like for GT, like, is his best team gonna be on GT or Sun Family? I'm gonna side with Sun Family, you know what I'm saying? Just for the reasons I just said there. Sun Family's already a decked out team, have the best unit in the game, as his color counter for yellow. So if you guys are bringing 18 to stop this guy because she does extra damage to Saiyans, well, like, Gohan's just gonna wreck her. So he has no worries there. Double Zenkai buff from the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And then paired up with Namku and then the LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then with Goten or something. This team is really stacked, and it's gonna be really scary if he gets the Zenkai, and people are gonna use him more on the Sun Family team than on GT. Now, the third person I want to talk to, and I think out of all the 4 units here, he is going to be the scariest one. It's going to be Baby. Now, you guys know about Baby. You guys know. If you guys, you can compare Baby to this unit right here. You can compare Baby to Vados. Now, Vados and him does the same thing, and it's this right here. If you go here, this right here, Toughful Science. Apply the Final Effects occur to tag GT or Regeneration every time you switch to battle to standby, right? Restores health by 10 and 15% damage inflicted. So he does do some things for GT, but what is Regen known for? What is Regen niche? Like, why, when you face against Regen, what are you scared of? You're scared of them just regeneration, and like their niche is basically a war of attrition, in a sense where they want to outlast your opponent. They want to with all the health that they can restore, that's what they want to do. They want to just make the battle as long as possible and just out heal you and just all that stuff, right? And Baby is going to give you a constant heal, and it's not limited to like only 5 times or 6 times. It's unlimited, just like Vados. Vados does the exact same thing for God Key, and I feel like that's why God Key is so dangerous. It's because of her, and she's honestly a better version of Baby. Baby, like right here, she does allies to God Key and entire rival universe by 10, but also she also gives damage inflicted buffs every time she switches. So she's actually a like an upgraded version of Baby. And now if you put Baby on Regen, what Regen is known for healing, this is going to be ridiculous. As a Regen main, like, you guys don't want that to happen. And not only that he has that healing thing right there, if you pop his main, 50% to allies health restoration. So that means they're going to even get more healing off of that when you pop his main ability. And they're going to get damage inflicted both by GT or regeneration. But this allies health restoration is going to benefit Regen a lot more than GT. So that's going to be scary. If you put this guy on the team, you pair him up with Majin, Fat Boo, and then with Ella Piccolo, because Ella Piccolo, every time he switches to standby, gradually heals your allies' health as well. And with this extra 50% allies' health restoration, is going to amplify some more, and it is also going to help with Majin Boo's main ability when he heals, and heals everybody else's allies as well. And then if you constantly keep switching out, you're going to keep healing that way. It's going to be real toxic, and Regen is going to be his better team for Baby. Like, GT is not going to be his best team. It's going to be Baby. I mean, it's not going to be Baby. It's going to be Regen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm scared. And I'm a Regen guy. Like, I would love to have this guy. That's going to make Piccolo even stronger. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you guys really want Baby to get a Zenkai for GT? Or is it just going to be because you're a Regen main? You know what I'm saying? So the last person I want to talk about is a lot of people might like forget about this guy, is this Super Saiyan Goku. Now his Z ability doesn't even buff GT, but if he does get a Zenkai, you know what I'm saying, he can work on the GT tag because he is part of GT. You could probably make like the team like a Saiyan GT team where you can have Baby, the Super Saiyan 4 Goku, the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Maybe if they release a Gogeta down the line, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you could put this guy there because he's a Saiyan buffer. If you have like a Saiyan GT team, that would be super dope. But if he does get a Zenkai, this is going to be his optimal team. This is what this guy. He's a Super Saiyan, right? You pair him up with Bardock. Bardock makes any Super Saiyan deadly. You guys know why. He's a Super Saiyan crit right here. What he does, applies final effects to other Super Saiyan when he switches to standby. They give them crit rate, critical damage, and 25 damage inflicted. Now, if you guys don't understand what this Goku does, his main ability is honestly scary. You pop this, it only takes 5 timer counts. 5 timer counts. And for five timer counts, he can get increased the card draw speed by two levels for 5 timer counts. That's scary. Even if it's for 5 timer counts, that's scary. He gets 20% damage inflicted, and then for the final effects occur for 60 time counts, he's going to get 40% blast damage, reduced blast arts cost, so he can just pummel you with just straight blast cards. And in this meta, there's a lot more strike cover change units than blast cover change units. The only, two that's really meta right now for blast is Vegeta Blue and the Future Gohan, right? The LF Future Gohan. But if you don't have those 2 units to counter it, like, this guy's going to strike. Oh yeah, you can even say UI Goku. UI Goku's good because he can counter either or, but he can only do it twice. Yeah, you can even say Bojack, but people don't even really use Bojack. Or you can even say Super Zenkai Vegeta too. Zenkai God Vegeta as well. I also forgot about him as well. Yeah, so right here, and then I'm getting bumped 15% damage inflicted every time he uses the Blasters card when drawn when he's battlefield. This guy is somewhat like Gohan, because Gohan, when he uses a blast card, he gets damage inflicted buffs. This guy is the same way, but he's going to have Super Saiyan crit buffs on top of that. So this guy is just going to melt you like it's going to be crazy. So if he gets a Zenkai, people are not going to run him on GT. People are going to run him on the Super Saiyan team. So basically, like, what I'm trying to say is, any Zenkais that they do for the GT tag, they're going to be used on their better teams. Super 17 on androids, Super Saiyan 4 Goku on Sun Family, Baby on Regen, this kid Super Saiyan Goku on the Super Saiyan team. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty much my biggest problem with the GT tag, is that I don't think, like, even if they get them Zenkai buffs, I don't think people are gonna use them all together at the same team, because people are just gonna Zenkai them and put them on different teams. Now, there is some Zenkais where like now there's Zenkais now that people like use them for different teams. Like, say you can say, for example, the Super Saiyan, the Super Gogeta, right, the red one, right. His strongest team is the Super Saiyan team, right, because the Bardock Super Saiyan crits. But he also works really well with the future team as well. I mean, not the future team, the fusion team as well. You know what I'm saying? Like all these Zenkais, like when they got that Zenkai, they're pretty much optimal on their main team. You can even say the Broly, the green Broly works a lot better because of the Super Saiyan crits rather than the movies. But those are really the two occasions for the Super Saiyans, right? So with GT, I just feel like, once again, like all these units that I just mentioned are going to work on other tags besides GT more. Unless, like, if they update their Zenkai, like not the Zenkai, but their unique abilities, where they try to optimize them if they pair them with more GT tags. Like, for example, they did this with this one unit, which was really good, but it actually kind of devalued him in a sense, was with this Baby Vegeta. Now, Baby Vegeta, if you check his tags, he has a regen tag. So when people saw him get a Zenkai, they're like, well, he's going to go on regen tag. But if you check out his abilities, he wants to be paired with Saiyans or GTs. So he gets this damage inflicted buffs. He gets card draw speed right here when he's paired with Saiyans or GT. So if they do want to make the GT tag, like if they Zenkai these units and they want them to really flourish on the GT tag, they got to give them unique abilities. Whereas, like, if they're paired up with GT units, they're gonna give, like, say 30% damage buff, or they get key on switching when they're paired up with GT units. Like, those type of things is how they're gonna make the GT tag work. But if they don't do those things where they restrict them for, like, say, paired up with other GT units, and they just kind of like give them like just a vanilla Zenkai, in a sense, people are going to use them on their better teams. Like, for example, like the 17 on androids, Goku on the Sun Fam, Baby Vegeta on regen, and then this Goku on the Super Saiyan team. That's gonna be crazy, because people are just gonna use it on those teams, and now you're gonna use it on the GT team. And in a sense, GT is somewhat getting, like, I guess you could say they're getting revived, but people are just gonna use them on their better teams. So that's gonna be the scariest. That's gonna be pretty much GT's problem, and the devs gonna have to know that, hey, if you want GT to really be good and not let these units be used on their other teams, you got to give them unique abilities where they're paired up with each other, with other GT units, so they can so people will be more inclined to use it for the GT only. Like, you'll see a lot more people running the GT team instead of just using them just for their other tags that they can fit in. So that's pretty much it with my sense. I feel like GT pretty much has the biggest problem with this in terms of their Zenkais. Yeah, like so there's some other like units, like I said, like the green Super Saiyan Broly and the Super Gogeta, where you use them on the Super Saiyan team. But there are other teams they really work well, as like really good as well. But I just feel like in this case, like, there are other, like, for the GT tags I just mentioned, like these units I mentioned, they're gonna work on their team way better than compared if you put them on the GT team. Like, it's like night and day on how good they will be on their other teams besides GT. So that's pretty much it with my discussion on why I feel like that's the biggest problem with the GT tag. Let me know in the comment section, do you guys agree with me? Do you guys feel like oh, I disagree with you? Like, let me know in the comment section why. You know what I'm saying? I'm not right, I'm not wrong. I'm just kind of just giving you guys what I'm thinking about the GT tag. And let me know in the comment section. We can chat down there. I love chatting with you guys. It's amazing to hear you guys' perspective, and it kind of, you guys could probably tell me something that I didn't really thought about in this video. So I really like that. And yeah, man, that's it for this video. Like, comment, subscribe. It's been your boy Greenruff, man, and I'm out. Peace.